Don't take away my job
That's
from me.
recording. What's that?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Sound check.
Sound check.
Are you
Check.
recording?
We are recording, and we are recording and recording. So let me put that away. And if you guys are ready to go live, we are ready to go. So you can clack. Big clacker. Awesome. So awesome.
Welcome to Straight Shooting Firearms Talk Show presented by MyGunDiary.com and Drake Fine Sporting Arms of El Paso. With your hosts, Felix Menor and J. Scott Drake. And now, here they are.
Yes, indeedy. It is Monday night, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. And that can mean only one thing.
That was weird.
It's time for another great episode of Straight Shooting Firearms Talk Show. I am your host, Felix Menor. Alongside me, world-class downhill runner, master gunsmith, owner and proprietor of Drake Fine Sporting Arms, Mr. J. Scott Drake.
I was that close to the Olympics one time.
Yeah, we're going to see. We've got video of you running downhill in slow motion tonight.
Right.
Big show tonight. Oh, yeah, thanks so much. We forgot all about that.
Forgot about the sound.
And, of course, our resident badass and a woman who cannot stop licking her teeth tonight. Our official spokesmodel, Miss Francesca Ricciuti, is here. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Yeah.
Francesca got her braces out. Her braces off. That's why I said she can't stop licking her teeth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Not that I have food stuck in my teeth. I just got my braces off.
How excited were you to get those braces off?
I was so excited. I didn't sleep the night before. Super stoked.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited.
Light up the cameras with your smile tonight. Hey, and as always, she's going to be talking about our great sponsor tonight, Cerakote Southwest.
Yes, Straight Shooting is brought to you by Cerakote Southwest, the only certified Cerakote applicator in Southwest Texas. They specialize in custom Cerakote applications for firearms with over 120 colors to choose from. You can visit them at CerakoteSouthwest.com or CerakoteSW.com or follow them on Instagram at Cerakote Southwest. And What? Oh, and everyone should go and check them out, actually, because they're doing Glocktober right now, a promotion for your Glock. You can get a slide single color for $50.
That's right.
Or complete Glock for $150 and 15% off other manufacturers besides Glock.
Holy moly. That means like a Smith and Wesson M&P or whatever you've got, 15% off for October. That goes through November 15th.
Oh, okay.
So for $50, let's say you want to just change the color of your top slide. I think that's a pretty good deal.
If you want it battle worn, just bring it to me and I'll hook it up.
I know that's what you specialize in.
Uh-huh.
Hey, let me tell you what's on the show tonight. In Guns in the News, some very interesting stories. We mentioned last week the Stop Lacking Challenge. Now, the word is lacking, L-A-C-K-I-N-G, as in you're lacking something. And you'll see the video. This guy goes around pointing a loaded gun at people to see if they are carrying. Yeah, just really stupid. And then, of course, we've got a Subway sandwich store incident. Also very interesting. We previewed it before the show, and you're not going to believe it.
Nothing that happened on the news this week makes any sense whatsoever. Yeah. Or what's going on in our news anyway.
I think the viewers will have a lot of comments about these videos tonight. And then lastly, I'm calling this news piece, "We're filming a movie," because apparently some people were filming a low-budget film. It looked like a student film or something. They neglected to tell the police about it.
Well, you're in the film industry, kind of. You have been in the past and stuff. You know how it is when you don't have any money. You don't have money for permits. You just kind of do it.
It doesn't cost anything to call the cops and say, we're going to be filming a bank robbery scene.
So please don't kill me.
Yeah, you'll see what happens. You're going to be beside yourself when you see it.
I guess if you don't call, it costs you a lot.
almost cost this guy's life. Hey, and then on the Gunsmithing Job of the Week, I am, of course, brushing up and learning more gunsmithing skills. Steve has been teaching me, you've been teaching me, and we went ahead and put some night sights on the Smith and Wesson M&P 9mm with the nickel boron slide. And this was an interesting job. While it wasn't difficult to install the night sights, we had a bit of a problem with that front sight is canted a little bit, and I'm going to talk about the customer service I received from the company I bought it from.
I want to find out when you tell us.
On You Show Me Yours, I'll show you mine. We're finally gonna share what we each carry for concealed carry tonight. So Francesca brought what her daily concealed carry is. I brought mine, and you brought yours. That way people get to know. I think it's interesting. And then the gun of the week is a Long Branch Lee Enfield British .303 caliber, and the reason it's the gun of the week is because it's the rifle that brought you and I together, right?
Serendipitous rifle.
Yeah. Our good friend on the east side, Stephen Van Epps, had mentioned that I should come in here because I moved to the west side, which is where your shop is located.
Right.
And I didn't come in until I saw you post this Lee Enfield for sale on your Facebook page, and I had to have it. It came in and we met. And so that's why it's the gun of the week. But not just that. I'm going to show for the first time some of the pilot episode that we shot.
It was so bad.
It's never been aired. It's never been seen. So
it was terrible, man.
It was terrible. But
I've only heard about it. I'm excited.
I mean, look, we had to give it a try. It was a starting point, but obviously this is a much better improvement. This is a great improvement. And then, and then that's it. And then the last thing I'm going to show tonight is a behind-the-scenes video of what goes on in the gunsmith shop. So I think people are going to like that as well. But hey, you had a gun giveaway that we've been promoting for the last month and a half. Rifle giveaway. Tell us what happened.
Well, somebody won, which is expected. You know what I mean? So we just want to say congratulations to Luke, who won the rifle. I hope he enjoys it.
Yeah, I noticed it was not. Normally it's sitting
not
in
on
the
the
background.
rack.
Yeah.
So Luke, I hope you're enjoying it, buddy.
Let's give Luke a round of applause. There you go. Congratulations on winning the Remington 700.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Now, are you going to be doing other promotions like that in the future?
Yeah. I mean, we will from time to time. What I want to do next is build a custom rifle, like an actual custom rifle that I build all the way
from scratch.
Yeah, and then we'll give that away.
Yeah. The Remington 700 did have some customized.
A lot
options.
of customized work. But it was, basically a Remington 700 that I modified.
Now, we also have somebody that we want to send a shout-out to and say thank you to.
Yeah, one of my buddies, he's a former first sergeant of mine, but I'm not going to say his full name, but Jay Witt. Yeah, you know who you are. Thanks, buddy, for the postcards. I don't know if you know this, but you can write your own postcard if you put a stamp on it, apparently on a beer box.
That one looks like a coaster over there.
This one?
Yeah, beer coasters, a Guinness.
No, this is from beer packaging.
He just cut them out.
Yeah, just cut them out. Wrote a postcard. So thanks for the postcards, buddy.
Did you say where he sent them from?
Sent them from Eastern Europe.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Well, I hope he's watching the show, and that's pretty cool that your old first sergeant still thinks of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. All right, hey, with that, let's look at this behind-the-scenes video at what goes on right here at the shop. Josh is here in the audience now. Josh claim to fame. He
shot you with a 10-gauge slug.
Yes, his claim to fame is infamy, which will live forever.
Right.
Is that he shot me with a 10-gauge slug. But he comes in and hangs out. He picks up a thing or two. He's always bringing his firearms to get work done. So it's usually Steve, yourself, and other people hanging around the shop. But I came in and I captured some behind-the-scenes video. Would you like to see that?
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I think Francesca would like this
I wasn't
as well.
picking my nose or anything like that.
Check it out. Hey guys, what's up? Hey Scott, we're just doing some gunsmithing. Do you even know what you're doing? No, not really. AR-15s are awesome, aren't they? Yeah, I love AR-15s. Yeah, AR-15s are pretty cool because, they're totally customizable and everything. You can put accessories on them and stuff. Oh, haha. Look, Felix is filming us. Josh, go get that 10-gauge. Yeah. That's really what goes on. Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
I know you didn't see me with the camera to the last minute there, but yeah, that's the banter that goes on here. So yeah, pretty interesting. Hey, don't forget that you can find us now at straightshootingshow.com. That's your one-stop shop for everything to do with the show. You can watch us live on Facebook. You get a behind-the-scenes feel of what goes on in the studio. I usually start the Facebook Live video feed ahead of time, ahead of when the show starts, so people get to see some cool stuff there. And then Francesca's got an Instagram page where you do photography.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the Instagram page?
It is at Francesca Elaine Photography.
Francesca Elaine Photography on Instagram, and you can find Drake Fine Sporting Arms at dfsa.us, and all my stuff is at My Gun Diary. And with that, it's time to get in the news.
This week in firearms news and current events.
Okay, so we kind of pumped it up last week about this Stop Lacking Challenge. It was a Twitter video that somebody posted, and at first I wasn't going to click on the link. You know, it's not the title Stop Lacking Challenge. I figured it was some stupid. And it is. It is something really stupid. So let's show the video here, and I think you're going to agree with me in that it's the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
Smoke. Why you out here playing? Oh, never mind. Yeah.
I'm taking shield match up.
Oh, okay. Look, on the court. You bullshitting on the court. I bet you ain't got it.
Come on, blow your hand.
Smoke. Oh, come on. Look, he don't even see me. Come here. Come here. Why you out here playing without your shit?
Damn.
Why you playing without your shit?
Just call me sick.
Where your shit?
I'm going to show just a couple more because you get the idea.
And that was some random guy, huh?
Yeah, that was the one I thought was crazy because that didn't look like his friend.
Why you out here bullshit? Why you out here bullshit? Now strap. Y'all gotta get y'all a gun in that motherfucker.
So it's just more of the same. You can see what it is that he does. And so even if some of them are staged, let's say some of them are his friends and they're staged, he still has a loaded weapon that he's pointing at somebody. We were all kind of speechless. Everybody in here was speechless as we were watching this because
That's probably the dumbest thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Now, my first thought was, aside from how stupid it is to do something like that, is that that's actually evidence of a crime right there. You cannot brandish a firearm, as far as I know, in most states. You can't just pull out and point your firearm at anybody. So this guy shouldn't be terribly difficult for the authorities to find. Wouldn't you, if you were a law enforcement officer or a prosecutor in some jurisdiction or wherever, that guy should be prosecuted for something, right?
Yeah.
You can't, and then all the people are pointing their guns back at him?
Yeah.
Because an accident's going to happen, and it's going to end bad.
Yeah.
But that is just terrible. I can't find the words to describe as a gun owner. I think I'm a fairly responsible gun owner to see that. It's just...
Well, when I was looking it up, I saw that it's spreading now across the U.S. So
no.
I saw it Chicago, Miami, Detroit. So I saw videos where people are recreating this across the U.S. But interestingly enough, I did not see one in Texas, which is probably a good thing because the video would have just ended with somebody getting shot back.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, you tried this on me, and it's going to be the I hope you can dodge bullets challenge. Yeah, it's not going to go well for you.
This video, I'm going to be really interested. I'll get on Facebook later to see what our people watching on Facebook, what they think about it.
I hope that everybody out there thinks this is as dumb as we do.
Yeah, but it generates a lot of comments. The YouTube video obviously generates a lot of comments. Everyone's got an opinion about it, but yeah, it's totally stupid. So this next video is very interesting also. So we have here a Subway sandwich store, and you see the three characters here in the video. This is a surveillance video. The guy in the top in the white t-shirt is there with his spouse and young child. The guy in the blue hoodie, is a young African American. He's just waiting in line to order a sandwich, and watch what happens. And we can comment as this goes along because there's no audio. Well, let me back it up a little bit further.
All right.
So here he is. This young African American guy is just waiting his turn. He's got a hoodie on. He's just talking on his cell phone. The guy in the white shirt, you can see he's already checking him out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He just.
So this guy's like, I'm at Subway, man. I'm ready for a meatball sub, and all of a sudden, boom, there we go. This dude draws down on him for no reason and lifts up his shirt and literally pats him down.
And guess what? The young guy in the blue hoodie, He's got not carrying a firearm. He's
Right.
not carrying anything. Doesn't have a pocket
Yeah, he was
knife.
literally just standing there on his phone,
Right.
doing nothing.
And so once the guy who draws the weapon realizes he doesn't have anything,
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, man, go get your meatball sub.
go
You're
ahead.
good."
Go ahead and order your sandwich.
Right.
Like, if it were me, go ahead, Francesca.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like if I was standing next to Josh, my significant other, and I was saying, and he just randomly pulled a gun on someone, I would be like, what the heck are you doing? And she seems like, oh, great.
Yeah, pretty calm.
So he's maybe known for done this before or has a temper like that. And then it looks like she even goes up to him and he's like, no, go away.
Yeah.
Let me be crazy.
If I was that young guy and somebody pulled a gun on me like this, I wouldn't want my sandwich anymore. I'd be
You're
like,
right.
so I'm out of here. Like,
He didn't even offer to buy the guy's sandwich, dude.
he should totally buy my own sandwich. So I did a little research in the story. This actually took place in Brazil. And the guy in the white T-shirt is an undercover police officer. Not undercover, I'm sorry, I take that back. An off-duty police officer. But still, it doesn't answer the question as to what was it. He was, I guess he was just scared.
I don't know.
He thought the guy looked suspicious. But you can't draw a weapon. I don't know what the laws are in Brazil, but certainly not in the United States. You can't draw your weapon on somebody just because the way they look.
Yeah.
Again, so yeah, that's just a terrible video.
It looks
and
like he's apologizing.
he really ought to apologize. And
I didn't see him pull out any money and pay for the sandwich, though.
yeah, he definitely ought to buy that guy's. Buy him a Subway gift card. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Hey, all right. The last video is again, very interesting video. So as we mentioned,
Why is everything this week so dumb?
let's play the video and then we'll discuss it.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
We're doing a movie.
This is body cam footage from the police officer.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
That was a gunshot.
We're
Yeah.
doing a movie.
Excuse me?
Just imagine the look on his face.
Step back.
Step back now. Get down on the ground.
Stepping back.
Get down on the ground.
Hey, you guys better get out here, man.
Hey, stay inside. Stay inside. Stay inside.
Man. We're filming a movie.
Yeah. So there you see right there. So this took place in Indiana, and whoever was responsible for this movie production neglected to notify the police department that they were filming a movie, and not just filming a movie, but filming a bank robbery scene. Now, the normal protocol, if you're filming inside city limits, would be you got to get a permit, right? From some department at City Hall. Every city has got some different rules about doing commercial. Like if you and I wanted to go shoot a video for this show in downtown El Paso, the correct thing to do would be to file for a permit with the city's got some department you file it at. If we're going to shoot a bank robbery scene or use guns, prop guns, you definitely have to notify the police department. And in this case, they didn't notify the city, didn't notify the police department.
You don't have to do anything. I mean,
I wonder if it was.
it's a good idea.
I wonder if it was a bystander that thought they were doing the right thing by reporting something. I wonder how the police got called.
Yeah, possibly like maybe they were doing a few takes, and somebody drove by and saw a guy with a gun in front of the bank. But as you see, that was a gunshot. The cop actually fired a shot and just barely missed the guy, and that would have ended really bad for everybody. Yeah. So now we're going to be doing a bunch of filming. We got always doing videos and stuff for the show. So unless we're out in the desert, which I don't really think we need to notify anybody, but
at our undisclosed secret location where we go to shoot.
that location, not just because that's where I got shot by Josh
With a 10 gauge slug.
Yeah, that location does come with some inherent danger because people like to off-road there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you have to be careful out there because somebody might get in the way of your bullet.
Hey, let's check in with our Facebook
like
comment.
Felix getting in the way of the
10 gauge slug.
I didn't get in the way. Hey, I'm really happy tonight because I get to wear my favorite hat now that we all have earpieces. Yeah, the production, the budget for this show is skyrocketing.
Right.
We got a sponsor, we got a new spokesmodel, and I was able to get earpieces for everybody, and now I can wear my hat, which I'm really happy about.
Well, and now that you've got your hat, we're all going to go salsa dancing.
Hey, let's check in with our Facebook commenters. Anybody mentioning anything about the guns in the news?
Everybody watching?
Yes, we have 12 right now.
Nice. 1,200 people.
1,200 people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very popular. So some people said at least you could have posted a sign, hey, we're filming right now.
Anything.
Yeah, and then
Well, right now, so that we'd have more viewers?
no, for
Oh,
so
I'm
that the guy
joking,
didn't
yeah.
get shot.
Yeah.
And then you actually get fined for not having a permit, especially
Right.
if you're filming.
How about even like a production assistant just out, in the perimeter, to let people know. But yeah, I guess
Yeah.
a low budget. All right, let's get on with our gunsmithing job of the week.
It's time for the Gunsmithing Job of the Week.
Okay, so we've got two M&P pistols. We talk about them every week. One of them is the official Cerakote Southwest M&P, which is got the Straight Shooting Show logo on. It's a beautiful pistol. And I originally had bought the trigger, this Apex trigger, and I was going to put it in the Cerakote Southwest M&P. However, being that it's my Sunday gun, our show gun, and I didn't really want to go out and shoot it too much, I decided to upgrade my other 9mm Smith and Wesson M&P, and I put that Apex trigger on a few weeks ago. And I said, well, let's take it up another notch. Let's kick it up a level, and let's put some night sights on the Smith and Wesson M&P because it just had the standard sights. Now we got the night sights, and you walked me through it a little bit, and so we'll show the video of me doing the trigger job here, and we can comment as we go along.
Installing the sights, not the trigger.
Yeah, I'm sorry, installing the sights. And so the first thing you have to do is take off the old sights. It wasn't terribly difficult. You need a there's
Drive them out
You
with
have a future in Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. And so you show me the finer points of
You're just driving them out with a punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I dropped it on the floor.
Mhm.
And of course, of all the gunsmithing jobs that I've done that you've showed me, you always jump in when it's needed, when you need to.
Right.
It'd be like as if you were teaching me to swim, you wouldn't let me drown.
Mm-hmm.
And so as we were installing it, right about here, you noticed.
Yeah,
hey,
the front sight actually cocked off to the side. They're supposedly made out of steel.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of pot metal these things are.
Well, there you can see how it's slightly canted.
Yeah, just slightly canted.
Just slightly canted. Now we lined up the sights, and it is slightly canted, but it is centered.
Mm-hmm.
We took it out to shoot it, and we've got a little video of us shooting it here in a moment. And so it wasn't that big of a deal. I would like to get one that's not canted, that's straight, like the sight should be.
Yeah, and we'll be more careful putting it in now that we know.
We'll pass this around, Josh. If you want to take a look and show everybody, they can take a look at the the sights. They can see how they're canted there.
So there's not Steve, AK Steve, shooting the pistol.
He's shooting we compared both of them. We shot the official Cerakote Southwest M&P, and then we shot the other one, the upgraded one, we'll call it, the upgraded M&P. And I was hoping Steve would be here tonight so he can give his description, what he thought. But he did use the words, when I asked him how he liked the trigger, he used the word ridiculous.
You like that?
Oh, yeah. Ridiculous, but like in a good way, the trigger. Now,
it's ridiculous in the sense that I don't particularly like the trigger that we put in that gun because there's no reset.
Very, very little reset.
No, you don't feel a click. There's no click. There's nothing tactile.
Yeah, we'll take Josh out to shoot it as well, and he can. I like the trigger. I like it quite a bit. Yeah, you can put that back on the rack there. I like it quite a bit, and it was accurate. So even though the front sight post is canted a little bit, it is centered. It was shooting straight.
Yeah, everything was shooting great.
Yeah, so it doesn't bother me that much. Now, what I did was I got on the live chat. I purchased it from Bud's Gun Shop, all right? The Tritium night sights. They had a sale going on for $40. Can't go wrong, right? Now, I got the sights. The sights were canted. I want a replacement, right? So I got on a live chat with them while I was here at the shop. And
I honestly don't know if we did that installing it or if it was canted already because of crappy production or whatever. But
don't say that live on the air because you're going to void my warranty.
It was like that from the factory.
Yes, it came like that from the factory.
Bud's Gun Shop sights are garbage.
So I got on the live chat and I said, hey, the front sight's canted. Can I get a replacement? What's your return policy? And the guy said, well, our return policy is that once you've had the product for 10 days, that's it. You can't return it. And I said, well, I've only just opened it today. Like it was sitting in the packaging and I just opened it to do the install today. So that doesn't make any sense. And he said, well, it says on our website. But he did end the chat by saying that he would contact the manufacturer and see what he can do. And he would get back to me today, which he did not get back to me today.
So being in the industry, I probably can guarantee you for a fact that it costs him about $350 to manufacture that sight.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they would have a problem just sending you
Yeah,
another one.
just send me another one. Take care of your customers.
They made like 4 bajillion% on that.
All right, let's keep things moving along. It's time for our gun of the week. All right, the gun of the week is this beautiful 1941 Long Branch, which is in Canada. It was made Lee Enfield. It's been refurbished. Looks absolutely beautiful. I've always wanted one of these. I came into the shop to get it. That's how we met. And now you shot it yesterday. What did you think about it?
It shoots good, man. I like it.
We've got video here from here, Francesca can have a look at that too. We've got video here, and what you did is you put a shooting illustrated magazine.
Because we were illustrating shooting.
We were, so it seemed appropriate. And watch what this 303 British round. It's a really nice round. I love this round.
Pretty good weight.
Probably an excellent hunting round as well. Watch what it does to this target that we set up here. This is where we go shooting. It's absolutely beautiful out there, just so scenic. And I think this is where we get a shot of Scott running in slow motion, I think.
Oh, careful.
I think this is where it is. So there's the target that we set up. That also happens to be the target that the 10 gauge ricocheted.
It survived. Oh my goodness. It didn't look like that last time I saw it. So it survived, but barely.
Oh yeah, it did survive. Yeah.
And we
Yeah, this is payback for when I dropped the magazine. Yeah.
I was standing on perfectly still ground. You can't blame me.
Yeah.
Did you get a shot of us actually shooting the magazine?
Yeah, it's coming up. There you are running in slow motion.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you load around. Just gorgeous rifle. Yep, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So scenic out there. And check this out.
Oh, so we didn't actually get any video of it hitting. Oh, there goes the stand.
Whoa.
Yeah, it just destroyed it, and you guys went down range to get it. And check this thing out. It looks like it was hit by a 10 gauge shotgun shell. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it just destroyed it. Boom. Shooting illustrated. Yep. Look at that thing. Shredded.
Nice.
Shredded.
Yeah, we should have kept it and brought it in. Yeah, so absolutely gorgeous rifle. As you know, if anybody knows what I like to collect, I love to collect these Milsurb World War II type weapons, and this was just a great way to be introduced. And the last thing we're going to show everybody is a quick little snippet of after you and I met. We came up with the idea for the show. We shot a pilot episode, and so here for the very first time,
it was awful. That pilot crashed into terrain, controlled flight.
And you can see why we changed up the setting. In Kentucky, who claims that a drone was flying over
You
his
don't even have
property,
facial hair. That
invading
makes it
his
worse.
privacy, and he shot it out of the sky. It's a really interesting case. And what do you have for us tonight in firearms trends, Scott?
Well, tonight we'll be discussing the current trend that I'm seeing a lot of. I'm getting a lot of requests to shorten AK and AR barrels, so we'll be talking about that.
I see that all the time too. People online are always talking about shortening their barrels and putting on some sort of a brace because you can't have a stock with a short barrel. You need a special license. You're going to tell us all about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. We're going to follow that up with Scott's Gunsmithing Job of the Week. What do you have on the workbench this week, Scott?
On the bench this week, we've got an old Stevens side-by-side that's in restoration.
That sound is terrible.
Yeah,
New
the sound was
Check it out.
awful. Yeah, I mean the setting was nice. You know, I like to.
I like the little globe.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was just kind of dry. You know, there was no entertainment value to it. And as I was editing
I
this
wasn't
first
nearly as entertaining as I am now.
You were so entertaining.
Uh-huh.
I started editing it, and I got about 5 minutes in, and I said, "This is a waste of my time. I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to show him, you know, the first 5 minutes, and he'll agree that this
and
is
I
just
did.
awful."
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was bad.
However, as things have evolved, it turned out great. We've become friends. The show is doing good and growing, and so it's all thanks to this rifle here, this British 303 1941.
And Stephen Van Epps.
And Stephen Van Epps,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. But this is one I always wanted. And yeah, you had it, so you can throw it back over there. All right, so now let's start to round things out here. We're going to get on with our you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
Before we move on to that, we do have a question actually from the viewers.
Okay.
Sorry. So we have a question from the viewers. Jonathan is going to suppress his 357 lever action. He posted this while we were talking about Gunsmithing Job of the Week. Would a tri-lug be a good idea versus a direct thread?
A what now? I'm sorry.
A tri-lug versus a direct thread.
It's up to you, man. I mean, as long as the barrel is threaded. Yeah, give me a call this week. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, man, that's just like your opinion, man.
That's just like, yeah, your opinion, man.
Well, you know what? That's great. We like taking those kinds of comments.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for commenting.
There's some conversation going on between viewers as well,
Oh, yeah?
talking
Awesome.
about, what is that? Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah,
prefer this over
great, man. Well, yeah, if you guys have questions like that, man, feel free to call. Or I'll hit you back on the Facebook after we're done with the show, because I'm far too busy right now and way too entertaining.
We do. I usually go through the comments from the Facebook Live when I get home later. So Scott and I will comment. Francesca has the luxury of commenting live, and that's one of the reasons why we have her, and really appreciate.
Yeah, why
her.
don't you take that one then, and I'll
Yeah,
I got you.
You let him know what kind of thread he
Yeah, I
should
will.
use. Yeah. All right, let's get on with you show me yours, I'll show you mine.
You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
All right, our last segment of the show tonight. Boy, time is flying even faster on this
Yeah,
show.
K Time OS.
Yeah, it's
we're
8:01.
already over.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Goodness.
Okay, so concealed carry we're talking about. Now, Francesca is a concealed carry permit holder, as am I, as are you. And I thought that the viewers might like to know what it is that each of us select to carry as our concealed carry, because that's really, if you're ever in a life and death situation, that's what you're going to be carrying if you're out somewhere, not at home. At home you've got your choice of shotgun, rifle, wherever you want. But when you're out on the streets, going out to dinner, going to the gym, this and that, let's see what each of us carry. Now, you said you wanted me to go first. You wanted to go last?
You go first. I'll go last.
So I'll go first. Now, firearms to me are like an accessory. It's like a handbag for a lady. I like to have a different one every day of the week. That's just, for me, that's why I enjoy going to a buffet so much. I like having choices. Yep. So I don't carry the same firearm every single time. I usually carry
I hope you don't carry the equivalent of a Chinese buffet, because you'll have to shoot the guy again in 30 minutes.
I've got different concealed carry firearms for different occasions. This is a 6-hour P232. This is my James Bond gun. If I wear a jacket, a blazer, or a suit, or something like that, this is one I carry. Oh yeah, because I feel like James Bond, and it is. It's very sleek. It's a little 380. It's an awesome firearm. It holds 70 rounds of 70.
70.
Yeah,
Wow. It's like Mary Poppins' purse. Can't
With the
even
extended
tell.
mag, it holds 70 rounds. 7 rounds of 380. And just an excellent firearm. It looks really nice. Yeah. After the show, everybody here can check them out. And then the one I usually carry most often, the semi-automatic I carry most often, is the Walther PK380. Yeah. Stephen Van Epps also carries this one as well. Really nice, lightweight. What I like about it is that the slide is super easy to manipulate. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of semi-automatics take a little bit of to pull that slide back. This one is super easy to work. And then this one is, now I carry this Smith and Wesson 3913 for a couple reasons. I'll try to get through real quick. One, because my ex-girlfriend had one and she wouldn't sell it to me when we broke up, and so I always wanted one, so I bought one. And then also, it's not that expensive of a gun, and if you ever do use a gun in self-defense, the cops are going to hang on to it as evidence, probably, right? And so I wouldn't mind, if this one was,
Yeah, if you have to throw one down too, they're going to hang on to both of them.
Yeah. And then I also like to carry this Kimber 9mm 1911. Yep.
Nice grips. I like those.
Yeah, these grips are a guy named Wade Harrell, wadesgrips.com, I think, or if you just search Wade's Grips. Beautiful grips. These are not the original grips, but just gorgeous grips. $35, the guy charged me, yeah. Custom grips. And then I also like to carry this I carry these because they're
What are those?
4-inch.
You see the sides?
Yeah, this is a custom acrylic grip. This is a Kimber Pro Carry 2 and 40 caliber.
That's the one you carry when you're wearing the flannel shirts.
Yeah, this is my pirate gun, my kind of rebel pirate gun with the skull and crossbones and the dead man's hand. So that's what I like to carry as concealed carry. Now let's move on to Francesca. What is it that you like to carry?
So I keep mine here. So
Oh, yeah.
I like the size of it, of course. So this is the Smith and Wesson Bodyguard.
By the way, none of these guns are loaded.
None of these are loaded. We're
As far
good.
as you know.
Yeah.
Josh's might be loaded and pointed at me right now.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah. But
So this is the Smith and Wesson Bodyguard in 38 NP So you can put the more powerful plus P rounds.
Does that
in
have a laser on it?
It does. So
Yeah.
it has the Crimson Trace laser. The reason that I chose this is because one of the cons that people say about revolvers is that they're just a little bit wider, so not as low profile. But I had shoulder surgery. I could not actually use the slide on a semi-automatic. So I needed something that I could handle with one hand.
Right.
The caliber was manageable for me, and the cylinder release is operated by your thumb, and you just push out on it.
How is the double action pull on that one?
So that is something that people say is a con. It is a little bit farther because you have to pull back far enough to activate the or to cock the hammer. So
Your trigger is your safety too on this, though.
Right.
It is.
So and that's why for a lot of women that are not super mechanical, they don't want to have an automatic, that they have to worry about, or semi-auto that they have to worry about. They have to take it apart and clean it and all that stuff. You throw 5 bullets in this and throw it in a drawer,
Yeah.
go out, shoot it,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's always going to shoot. It's always
So I don't
gonna
have to
fire.
worry about making sure that my magazine doesn't get worn out because I leave it loaded, whatever.
Right.
Super easy to use, really easy to reload. And one of the things that I did was you can go from less powerful rounds up to the more powerful rounds. To kind of get used to the long trigger, go out with the less powerful, go to the range, just send some down, and then kind of step it up that way. And that's how I got used to it.
I almost forgot the one that I'm actually carrying tonight. It's not loaded. I took out the rounds, but I also like to carry a 38 special, or it'll shoot 357. And this is a Ruger SP101. I put the Hogue grips on it, and I do like it. It's got an excellent double action trigger pull on it. But I do enjoy carrying a revolver, and the trigger being your safety with that double action trigger pull. Some people are more comfortable carrying a revolver as opposed to carrying a loaded.
And especially
cocked
because, so one of
semi-automatic.
the reasons I chose this outfit was because to show how I carry this,
Right.
I would be worried about trying to pull this out, maybe getting caught on a skirt if I had a hammer that was exposed.
Scott? Now, Scott's got an interesting concealed carry piece.
I don't like giving this information away.
You don't.
We had to beg for this.
I've been asking him
Please.
for weeks to show, like, hey, what do you carry? He won't even tell me what he carries because he doesn't like to give him the information. But tonight, Scott is finally going to reveal.
Reluctantly.
Yes.
All right.
But for the sake of the show, and our audience members have been asking, Scott, a drum roll for Scott. Here is Scott Drake's concealed carry pistol of choice. Look at that. Highly concealable. Yeah.
Here, you can touch it.
Can I? Oh, yeah. What caliber is that?
It's actually 22 because I like to give people a fighting chance.
You can club them with it. Yeah, if you don't hit. Yeah, that is an excellent. I can see why you would carry that. Excellent. Very practical.
It's practical. It's small.
Yeah,
It's
I was
light.
playing with it earlier. It's really easy to.
Yeah, really easy to work. I get a bit of
Maneuver.
high capacity. It looks
Yeah.
like. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. How many does that carry?
I don't know. I've only ever carried one because that's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Wow. Now it is out. It is now known that that
With
is
a custom brake on it, by the way. Let me point that out. It's a custom muzzle brake.
Who is the manufacturer of that particular firearm?
There's a lot of manufacturers on this firearm, actually. That a lot of effort went into this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, there you go. So now I can see how that would be a great. I'll have to now reconsider my choice for concealed carry.
I've been thinking about getting this Cerakoted, actually.
Maybe Franco can do a custom
Battle
scout
worn.
shooting. Yeah.
We could get a custom thigh holster. I'd have to wear longer skirts, but.
Hey, thanks for finally sharing your concealed carry
All
firearm.
right, fine.
Hey,
Now I have to get something new because everybody knows.
yeah, because you don't want
Good
to be
reason to go shopping.
at a disadvantage when they come in and you got to pull it out, right?
Right.
Yeah. Hey, that does it for this show. Francesca's going to wind us up by telling us what's on the show next week.
So next week, okay, so you were joking last week. You had footage of me when I got the job. So next week we are going to actually show you the footage of me getting the job.
The real
So-
footage. Yes.
Yes. So I didn't know. I thought that that's what you were showing last week. So we'll show it to you next week.
Yep.
And then of course we are going to do our usual segments on Guns in the News, Gunsmithing Job of the Week, Gun of the Week. Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
I hope next week's
And
news
much,
is
much
not
more.
so dumb.
Well, so I selected the news this week. Let's each of us select one story next week. All right. So you now have a homework You've got to select a news story for next week. You've got to select a news story for next
Oh,
week.
so they were all, he picked them out, that's why they were all dumb.
He always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
but
they were all
we-
dumb
we-
this
I
week.
get them throughout the week, and then we go. I go, yeah, that one's good. That one's good. You know.
Yeah.
You didn't give your feedback this week.
I did, but at the same time,
It's
I wish I had.
it's okay that you guys are giving me a hard time tonight.
No, it's not your fault that people are stupid. You know, I just,
Well, we're gonna end this show with a little bit of Scott here at the counter in slow motion. Hey, thanks everybody for watching another great episode of Straight Shooting Show. Find us at straightshootingshow.com. Thanks to our sponsor, Cerakote Southwest, and we'll see you all next time.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Straight Shooting when we take another shot.